Yes, yes, yes. 1 2 1 2. Check, check. 1 2 1 2. Check, check. BMC Radio. We are live. Welcome along. My name is Tigas, and we are here live once more from BMC Radio. And this is the show called The Nakama Waves. And we have 2 hours of music, 1 hour of interview. Myself, Leandro, and Elsa. So yeah, stay tuned. Very special show today, as always. So let's go with some music, Brazilian music to start with.
Não. Depois fica lembrando e se perguntando por quê que ela quase me levou. Chegou perto de ser dela, mas ela não lhe achou. Não lhe achou. Para perdida, você quase me levou. Sem saber, eu sem saber. Para perdida, você quase me achou. Eu sem querer, eu sem querer. Antes da hora vi quando você passou pra se esconder. Senhora Bala, me dê licença, eu não sigo do seu destino, não. Lembrando e se perguntando por quê que ela quase me levou. Chegou perto de ser dela, mas ela não lhe achou. Não lhe achou. Antes da hora vi quando você passou pra se esconder. Em outra vez, não dá pra saber se foi por querer, não dá pra saber se foi sem querer. Senhora, vai me deixe passar, logo eu que sou pacífico. Senhora, vai me dê licença, eu não sigo o seu destino. Senhora, vai me deixe passar, logo eu que sou pacífico. Senhora Bala, me dê licença, eu não sigo o seu destino, não. Eu não, ninguém. Alvos móveis somos. Alvos móveis. Eu sei saber, eu sei querer.
Yes, yes. Celebrating 30 years of Mangue Beat, Chico Sainz e Nação Zumbi. They were here yesterday in London, Jazz Café, great gig. So I'm going to be playing tunes of Chico Sainz e Nação Zumbi.
Posso sair daqui pra desorganizar. Da lama ao caos, do caos à lama. Homem roubado nunca se engana. Da lama ao caos, do caos à lama. Homem roubado nunca se engana. Queimou a lama do rio. Eu vi um chié andando devagar e um aratu pra lá e pra cá. E um caranguejo andando pro sul. Saiu do mangue e virou gabiru. O Josué nunca vi tamanha desgraça. Quanto mais miséria tem, mais urubu ameaça. Peguei um balaio, fui na feira roubar tomate e cebola. Passando uma véia, pegou a minha cenoura. Aê minha véia, deixa a cenoura aqui. Com a barriga vazia, não consigo dormir. E com o bucho mais cheio, comecei a pensar que eu me organizando posso desorganizar. Que eu desorganizando posso me organizar. Que eu me organizando posso desorganizar. Da lama ao caos, do caos à lama. Um homem roubado nunca se engana. Da lama ao caos, do caos à lama. Um homem roubado nunca se engana. Passando uma véia, pegou a minha cenoura. Aê minha véia, deixa a cenoura aqui. Com a barriga vazia, não consigo dormir. E com o bucho mais cheio, comecei a pensar que eu me organizando posso desorganizar. Que eu desorganizando posso me organizar. Que eu me organizando posso desorganizar. Nunca se enganar. Da lama ao caos, do caos à lama. Um homem roubado nunca se engana. Da lama ao caos, do caos à lama. Um homem roubado nunca se enganar.
Do mundo pelas beiradas, roendo tudo, quase não sobra nada. Respirei fundo, achando que ainda começava um grito no escuro, um encontro sem hora marcada. Ontem eu tive esse sonho, nele encontrava com você. Não sei se sonhava o meu sonho, ou se o sonho que eu sonhava era seu. Um sonho sonho quer imagem e som pra saber o que foi que aconteceu. Hoje de manhã eu acordei sem imagem, sem som. Estão comendo o mundo pelas beiradas, roendo tudo, quase não sobra nada. Respirei fundo, achando que ainda começava um grito no escuro. Me encontro sem hora marcada. Ontem eu tive esse sonho, nele encontrava com você. Não sei se sonhava o meu sonho ou se o sonho que eu sonhava era seu. Um sonho dentro de um sonho, eu ainda nem sei se acordei. Desse sonho quero imagem e som pra saber o que foi que aconteceu. Hoje de manhã eu acordei sem imagem, sem som. Um sonho dentro de um sonho, e eu ainda nem sei se acordei. Desse sonho quero imagem e som pra saber o que foi que aconteceu. Ontem eu tive esse sonho, nele encontrava com você. Não sei se sonhava o meu sonho ou se o sonho que eu sonhava era seu. Olha pra lá, vira a cara, não dá bola. Pega uma ficha aí, bota lá na radiola. Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger? Marcou, 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 marcou.
Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, ô. Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, ô. Ô menina, ô menina. Marco, 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 Marco. De lama nada, segura essa garrafa. O gargalo já tá feito, casa de viano cheia. Olha pra lá, vira a cara, não dá bola. Pega uma ficha aí, bota lá na radiola. Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger? Marco, 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 Marco. Usa mané, usa mané, usa mané, oh. Usa mané, usa mané, usa mané, oh. Usa mané, usa mané, usa mané, oh. Usa mané, usa mané. Usa mané, usa mané, usa mané, oh. Usa mané, usa mané, usa mané, oh. Usa mané, usa mané, usa mané, oh. Usa mané, usa mané. Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, oh. Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, oh. Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, oh. Ô menina, ô menina. Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, oh. Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, oh. Ô menina, ô menina, ô menina, oh. Ô menina, ô menina. Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger, cadê Roger, oh? Cadê Roger, cadê Roger?
Yes. BMC Radio. Welcome along. This is the show called The Nakama Waves here live from Brixton. Straight from BMC studio here, and we are playing now Afro Ciberdelia, Chico Sainz in Nação Zumbi. And fun enough, right next to me here, opposite where I am now, I can see a crab, a caranguejo, which is one of the symbols of Mangue Beat. Yes, special Chico Sainz in Nação Zumbi today. Again, they were here in London yesterday doing a gig in Jazz Café, and it was amazing. So I'm playing some tunes. Welcome along. If you're listening live, shout out to you. Thanks for listening. And yeah, send a shout out on the chat. We can interact. And yeah, we're gonna be live here until 6 p.m. with more. Leandro is coming. We got guests today, Elsa. So we're gonna be doing some talks as well. So yeah, stay tuned here with us, Nakama Waves.
Esperando o melhor dos agora, sem temos o antes e já queremos o depois. E do lado de fora dos olhos, os ponteiros disfarçam até o anoitecer. O tempo já sorrindo pro fim. Relógios não esperam por ninguém. Ontem você quis o amanhã, hoje você quer o depois. Vou andando nas horas, atravessando os agoras, dançando as novas auroras. Vou andando nas horas, atravessando os agoras, dançando as novas auroras. Ainda nem chegou e pensa que já foi. Ainda nem chegou e pensa que já foi. Eis o feitiço do tempo, a corrida faminta incessante das horas. Lembrando quem adianta os instantes mutantes, a história das intenções, sem ponteiros de norte ao redor dos eternos agoras. Sempre correndo atrás do que nunca demora, foi-se embora sem satisfação. Um roteiro certeiro, lá no espelho. Janela de ordem tudo vejo, já vi esse filme inteiro. Ainda nem chegou e pensa que já foi. Ontem você quis o amanhã, hoje você quer o depois. Ontem você quis o amanhã, hoje você quer o depois. Vou andando nas horas, atravessando os agoras, dançando as novas auroras. Vou andando nas horas, atravessando os agoras, dançando as novas auroras. Ei.
semente em mim resolveu brotar. Suor, saliva, erupção. Eu me descasco até revelar outro em mim, mutação. Quem sobrará pra contar dessa guerra, dessa aflição? Dizer o que pegava era o eixo da barra, a pimenta queimava até resplandecer. Uma ferida em mim não quis estancar, febre, paura e redenção. Eu me rebelo até revelar outro em mim.
Essa beleza, essa mistura e essa textura única do nosso povo. Como é bom ser assim. Eu vou lavar, depois eu vou enxugar, depois eu vou armar, que é pra colocar laço de fita. É tão bonita. Depois eu vou enxugar, depois eu vou armar, que é pra colocar laço de fita. É tão bonita. Eu vou lavar, depois eu vou enxugar, depois eu vou armar, que é pra colocar o que eu quiser, porque dá. Cabelo lindo pra brincar, pra mostrar pro mundo. Esse cabelo é lindo e pode tudo. Reflexo da raça, da diáspora e da beleza que a história oculta. Mistério guardado do outro lado da lua. Vem, meu bem, vem comigo encrespar o mundo. Dias difíceis, tempos difíceis. Isso nunca foi novidade pra gente. Orgulho da raça. Eu vou lavar, depois eu vou enxugar, depois eu vou lavar, depois eu vou enxugar, depois eu vou arrumar, que é pra colocar o que eu quiser, porque dá cabelo lindo pra brincar, pra mostrar pro mundo. Nosso povo brilha, 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 nosso povo brilha.
Chuva na roseira, cai na rosa, chuva cai dentro de mim. Pássaros voando em paz, sim, mas não nessa beleza, ora mais sem final, sem nenhum mal. Se o acorde quer dor e um banho é tamborim, beleza sim. Choveu na lua já, choveu e vai chover tô, tentando entrar no meu pequenininho, pequenininho, pequenininho lugar em que só o céu e chove o céu sem mal dentro de mim. Natureza nasce assim sem querer, asas caiam por aqui, tô querendo ela
palavras que te dou são o que eu sou, são o que eu sinto, como me sinto.
be crazy, isn't it?
As minhas palavras, essas minhas palavras, palavras que te dou. Essas são as minhas palavras, essas minhas palavras, palavras que te dou.
Yes, BMC Radio. We are live here. So this is the show called the Nakama Waves. We are live here every other Tuesday, and we share the space here between myself, Tigas, Leandro, Chelsea and Casey, where we bring guests to play with us, to have some conversations, some interviews. And today we have Elsa here, we have Leandro again, and yeah.
One, two, yeah. Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming. Hey.
For the second hour, I will handle to Leo and I will handle to Elsa, and we're gonna have a beautiful conversation. We play more tunes, and yeah, stay tuned. We're live here until 6 p.m. Right? BMC.
Yeah. Brrrah. Big up. How you been today? Thank you for coming.
No
Thank you for
problem.
being
Thank
here.
you for having me. I've been great. Had a good day. Busy.
Busy.
Lots of admin.
Yeah.
Very fun.
The independent artist life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely get into the all the bits of it. So tell me, whereabouts in South London you from?
I live in Crystal Palace, so
Hey.
quite deep south.
Yeah, neighbour.
Palace. Hello. Yeah, I've lived there most of my life. I've moved around a bit, but I've always come back to south. Yeah.
Moved around London or no?
I lived in Brighton for a little while.
Right.
Yeah, near the river, near the sea.
Near the sea.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and
lovely.
I got lost in the sauce, and now I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
And your family, I like asking like about the background and family and stuff. They all like English, or they come from different places,
Well,
or what?
my dad's from Yorkshire,
Right.
and then his grandparents are, I guess, from Yorkshire too, and then it goes back to kind of Eastern European. But yeah, I would just say I'm a Londoner. That's really
Londoner.
where the culture I identify with, for sure.
Yeah. Sick. And so what do you call yourself? How do you describe yourself?
My music, me, well, I'm just
Are you
me.
first? Yeah.
Obviously singer-songwriter, passionate artist. I'm a writer first and foremost.
Okay.
Before anything else, before vocalist, before anything, I'm a writer.
Yeah.
And then obviously singer. I'm very passionate. I love having fun. I love going out and being with my community. Yeah, I'm a community babe. That's what I'd say.
Nice. Sick. You did say community babe. Do you have, it came to my mind, 'cause is only you and your family, or you have like brothers and sisters that inspired you to do music? What was the vibe?
Well, my mum's an artist, not a music artist, but she's definitely a creative lady. No one else in my family is that creative, actually. My sister is, but they're both therapists. But I do have two sisters.
Both therapists.
Yeah,
That's
both
pretty good.
I know, it helps. Free therapy. Don't have to pay for it. So I guess, my work and my family are like therapy for me. But I do have a really good support system who encourage me and are very like happy for me to be making art and creating. Yeah, definitely.
So your mom is a creative in which way? Just in the way that she lives, or
Painter, art. She's an artist, so she does children's illustrations at the moment, but she's kind of gone through everything, textiles. She just does anything. Yeah,
That's
paints a
pretty
lot.
sick.
Yeah, she's cool.
And
Cool
how
lady.
was it? Nice. When you were young, how did you start? So you said was writing your first thing, so like diaries. And
Well, poetry.
feelings, poetry.
I used to write poetry when I was really young, like 9 years old, and
Yeah.
I didn't really know what I was writing about, but I was writing about things that were kind of like above my years, stuff I hadn't even experienced, domestic violence, things like this. I was writing about it maybe because I heard stories at school or experienced some stuff in my life, wrote about it, I guess just to understand it. But that was where it started. It started with poetry. And I remember being really proud of like a 2-page poem that I wrote. And I read it to all my family and they're a bit like, whoa, what is
That's
this?
quite deep.
That's quite deep. But I knew I always wanted to write. I think that's where it all started. And then I wrote my first song when I was like 12. I used to play guitar.
Yeah.
And then I was just this troubled teen and was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it anymore. So I kind of gave it up.
Yeah.
And obviously picked it back up when I went to uni. And I always wrote behind the scenes. I just never really released anything until last year.
Yeah. I feel you. So I on and off.
Yeah.
Right, and then oh gosh, I had a question right there, but I lost it.
Story of my life.
Yeah, so no, growing up and da, and then so uni.
Mm-hmm.
So your teenage was like you were like, what were you listening to when you were young? What was the vibe in your house? Your mom? What was the song?
Yeah.
The vibe.
My mum listened to a lot of jazz, Ella Fitzgerald, Nina Simone.
Nice.
All the soulful ladies. We had a lot of
Quality.
Sade. We had a lot of like powerful women.
Yeah.
Lauryn Hill, Erica, all those ladies.
Wow.
Jill Scott. Obviously, it's such a different range of music, but all still really powerful women, like emotional babes. But I had listened to a lot of reggae and a lot of hip hop. So I think it's all influenced my music because I wouldn't say I'm really jazzy or really R&B or anything. I think I'm just like a fusion of everything I listened to growing up. Yeah, a lot of different things. A lot of reggae.
Yeah.
A lot of reggae. My dad's like, yeah, that's definitely influenced. But I don't know. I think I just listen to a lot of soulful, powerful music with a lot of words. Lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. And then you went to uni. What did you do in uni? Just anything related to art, or you just went away a different way?
I just wanted to go to uni. I messed around at uni. It wasn't for me as such.
Same.
Me and uni don't go hand in hand. We're not a perfect pair.
You were like what, 17, 18?
I went to uni like 19.
Right.
I was in a troubled relationship. I was just doing a lot of things I shouldn't do, and I was just giving my mum and dad hell. But I was really happy to leave and get some independence and inspiration, everything like that. But I studied media designs.
It's still fairly,
which was cool because I did a lot of like website creation, and it's definitely helped with like creating my album art because I do all of that myself.
Nice.
So anything kind of in the creative side, like music videos, it's definitely helped in that way. But uni schmoony, I don't know. Uni wasn't for me for sure, but I'm glad I went.
You finished? Oh no. No. Did it?
Me and uni aren't cool,
Your mom
mate.
doesn't know about it. Yeah,
No, my mum knows. She knows. Hi, Mum.
Fair.
Yeah.
Sick. I was doing engineering in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
It's 5 years. I did 3. I didn't finish.
Yeah.
I came here to learn English.
Yeah.
The deal was to go back and finish, but here I started doing theater, blah, blah, and went the whole...
Going back to finish, that was my that was my plan, but it doesn't happen.
But at least we tried and we see what...
Exactly. Got your life experiences and things like that.
And cool. Anyway, so singer-songwriting, so the guitar was your friend to producing, to writing songs or piano?
Yeah.
Or...
So I started playing guitar. I'm not good. I can't remember any of it. I tried to pick it up like day before yesterday, and I was like, what were the chords for this song?
Yeah.
But I just can't remember it. I lean towards piano a bit more now. Just because it's in a lot of my music, kind of leads all my songs. But I don't really play an instrument at the moment, which I want to, and I think will change. I genuinely do want to produce my own song one day. But yeah, I'm writer first and foremost.
Yeah.
I do love singing.
Nice.
Singing my heart out, yeah.
Yeah. So singing in the shower and all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Always,
yeah. Annoying
I feel a bit
everyone.
self-conscious at my house to sing in the shower because it's like...
No, I
would love
do.
to. When no one is at home, but nowadays it's impossible.
I serenade everybody.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I think I just need to get more comfortable.
Yeah.
Trust
You got
myself. Anyway, so and then boom, uni, blah blah, and then what inspired you to like? Okay, so I'm gonna go for it, or I'm gonna, what happened there?
Well, I think at school, everyone was like, math, science, English. You had to do... I felt like a pressure not to be creative. I wish I explored it earlier on. But then I went to uni and I was drunk. It was like 4 a.m. in the morning and someone was just like, get on the mic. Because I was friends with a lot of rappers and a lot of creatives in Brighton and they would just like jump on the mic. So I did it and I was like, wow. And I think from seeing the response and the feeling that it gave me, I was just like, okay, let's go. And then it was a few years later, after I left Brighton, because that was a hard time, I just released music. And the music that I recently released, I wrote 4 years ago, so while I was in Brighton. But I'm finally kind of revamping it all and releasing it now. I think it was just being alone and being like, what do I actually want? I just had to have a serious conversation with myself. And like, what do you want in life? Even if it doesn't pay the bills, I'm still going to make music. So just thought, why not start now?
Yeah.
Better late than never.
Man, that question.
Yeah.
So many people should ask that question.
Yeah.
Not just go with life and being lost and shit like that.
Yeah.
What do I actually want? Me.
Yeah, exactly that.
Go for a trip by yourself. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No, it's huge. Cool. And then, well, you came to London. That's pretty interesting. You said it took 4 years and stuff. The songs. Yeah. And they really heavy on, not heavy. Maybe that's not the right word, but they like very authentic, isn't it? Like of the everything that. And how was it for you to sing about that? Was it hard? And
yeah, I mean, I've definitely.
How was the process?
Yeah, I think music is my therapy. Obviously, my sister's a therapist, so they kind of help. But if it wasn't for music, I would be a very unhappy lady. Like, I have written through all of my pain, everything I've experienced in life, it's just coming out on paper. And I think that's why it's so authentic, is because I just don't lie. I'm very much me, who I am. That's the most authentic version of myself, is the person who writes those songs, you know? And I think that's important, and people clearly relate to it. And I think it empowers people to just be more authentic. Yeah. You know? Yeah. It's important to me. It's like the main thing I want. I'm real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's hard or it's kind of not something you want to admit, I'd admit it through the music. At least it sounds nice.
Yeah. And when you're real, isn't it? You just connect. You cannot connect when you're real.
Exactly.
Because we all go through similar shit, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was listening to a few of your songs. Yes. These past days I've been listening to it. Better Days, pretty sick. You just released Better Days.
Better Days, that was my most recent one.
Yeah.
6 days ago.
Yeah.
6 days.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. I'm really happy about it, really. I think, again, I wrote that song about 3 years ago.
What were you in Brixton or?
This is just when I left Brighton, I think. Oh God, my time. I honestly have lost my time.
I'm like that as well. No, yeah.
Like what day, what year? I think it was 3 years ago. I'd left Brighton. It was the year I came back. And I started working with loads of producers, and it was produced to a beat that was very different, much more grimy, grungy. Yeah. And as much as I do love fast, like grimy beats, I also think my voice and who I am suits kind of a soulful, upbeat vibe. So we revamped it. We wrote a little bit, changed a little bit, but I think it's kind of just the same as it was, just for a very different beat. And it's finally out, and it feels so good. It's like such a finally, now I can move into the next one.
Isn't it? I know.
Yeah.
I think we've swayed as well. But being like, God, years. As you're saying, 3-4 years, whatever. There's a whole recording and then the post-production.
Oh, it is.
And with a whole band now that you're dealing with as well. Is a whole thing,
it's a whole
isn't
thing.
it?
There's a lot to think about.
It's amazing to work with people, but at the same time, people can be so difficult. And, you know.
I've actually been very lucky, I think, in the last year that I've actually had it quite easy with, in the last few months since making this EP, I've been working with some really solid people. I think I found my tribe a little bit in the music industry. But before then, it was so hit and miss, relying on people. And I think, obviously, everyone's living their own lives, and that their number one is them. But sometimes you're like, can you do this? Can you help? But I think it's just trying to get it out as soon as possible. Don't worry too much about the perfections. I think I'm a perfectionist, but it hinders me a lot. It really does. Yeah.
It's a balance, isn't it? Because also the details, as they say, isn't it? The God's in the details as well. So, but how you balance that? How do you, turn it down sometimes, and what needs, what doesn't need?
Yeah, I know. You can overdo it. I've sat with a song for so many. I've sat with a song for years, and there's just something not right. And then the minute it's out, you're like, oh. Once you release a song, I feel like it changes my brain chemistry. Suddenly I'm like, oh, that's amazing. That song's great. Before I was like, that could be so much better. And then when it's out and you don't have the option of changing it, then you're like, oh,
you have to accept it.
It's a banger.
Fine.
Yeah.
Especially when you're working on a song and then you leave it to aside for some time and then you listen back to it with fresh. That's so important as well.
Yeah, I don't do that sometimes. I'm like, I'll listen to it all the way home, all the way back. Then sometimes I take a week and I'm like, oh wow.
A week is good,
Yeah, a week is good. Days.
But sometimes you don't want to.
I want to hear it right now. I want to hear it, change it, fix it. Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I'm quite an impatient person, genuinely. I'm like, I need it done now. I think that's what I'm learning as well, that everyone's on their own schedule. So it's just patience, breathe.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get in songwriting. I have a whole list here. So we talk about influence and So when you were young, so writer was your thing, but did you have that thing inside it would be nice to be a singer one day and being stage?
I think That's the thing. No. I always sang in front of the mirror with a comb in my hands, and I'd sing. And my family always knew I was going to be a performer.
Yeah.
But I had stage fright. I remember being on a play. I think I was like 10 years old, and I was just a fan girl. So I was waving like some leaves, and I cried. I was like, "That's too much for me. I can't do it. I don't want to be on the stage. I wanted to be behind the scenes. I wanted to be a lyricist, a writer for someone else." And then I started writing some really deep music, some really painful music. And I was like, no one's going to sing this. This is my song. I'm singing this. And I think that was the moment. It's like, no one else can take this. This is my pain.
So my blood is here.
This is blood, sweat and tears that I put into this music. And I think 100%. It was just more of a, no one's going to portray the feeling that I felt writing this better than I am performing it. And I love performing now. Honestly, I chat a lot of rubbish on stage. I'm like a little class clown. I love it.
Yeah.
It's great. I really enjoy it. You definitely come see me perform. I think it's just, I'll talk and then I'll sing and then I'll talk a lot and then I'll sing, and it's just kind of a conversation. I just love entertaining with people and making people laugh or cry, but in like a good, healthy way.
We all need, isn't it, to explore
exactly
all the corners of the whole experience, isn't it?
Exactly.
And that's pretty sick. So how was it? So Better Days, you said you wrote. What was it? What was the first thing in Better Days like? So you were overwhelmed for sure. It feels like, isn't it?
I was overwhelmed. I felt stuck. I think. I felt just like I couldn't move. Like I was looking around me, and everyone in life just seems like they're having a great time, especially social media. Everyone's just so happy, go lucky. It's the highlights of everyone's lives. And at that time, I was really struggling and didn't really have anyone's shoulder to lean on. I was a bit like, am I the only one who's feeling like this? It was isolating. But again, I'm an optimistic person, so I think it was more just, I feel this way, but there are better days, like it'll be fine. I'm not always going to feel this way. So it's like sadness, vulnerability, but with hope that it won't always, because you just know that like time is the best healer. Everything's temporary. So therapy, baby.
Get it. Do you have a song that was really hard for you to put it out, or I don't know? You mean could be on the way of the whole production side of as well. Or, I don't know.
I think As You Please, my first ever single.
Your first.
Was probably the hardest emotionally to write. Of the ones that are out, I've written some songs that I'm like, oh my God, that's too painful to release. Like that's so honest. That's a bit too like maybe
too
that
naked.
should be. Maybe I should keep that for myself. But As You Please was my first release. It's about a really toxic relationship. The music video kind of adds to the story. You can like kind of see what I'm actually talking about. But that whole thing, including the music video, kind of reliving some stuff and acting it out. And
is the music video dancing?
No, that was I've got 3 music videos out. Directed by me, which is another vice. But it was really hard. It was hard writing it because it's about this really painful part of a relationship. And then the music video was just like reliving it all, and I was like, oh my God, very triggered right now. This is a lot. But I think again, now looking back, it's a year and today, I think, since I dropped it. I think 23rd or the 28th. I can't remember. I just know it's got basically a year ago that I released it. And so it's weird. It's weird. It's like full circle. But it was hard, but it was worth it. Probably the hardest one.
I feel you. Especially you wanted the first one to represent you a lot, because it's a whole
very raw
perfectionism stuff.
It was very raw as well. It's just so honest. I was like, wow, this is a lot. Like I'm going first in, like diving in, like
already
you're
like
seeing all of me. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here I am, sad Elsa.
Not
always, but sure. It's a sad song. So
solid. Well, solid, you mean? Well, so you say you have a gig coming up soon. What is the things like? So what are you having? You have a rehearsal after here?
After here, I'm rushing off to rehearsals in Dalston. in a beautiful studio. And I'm rehearsing for a live session, which I'm filming. A lot is going on at the moment. I'm such an ADHD queen. I need to have my lists. I need to write things down. But I've got a lot of events, a lot of BBC introducing gigs, which I'm really grateful for, the opportunities. They've put a lot of artists on. But yeah, I've got something sofa sounds, little intimate ones, which I like. I like doing full band shows, but I also like stripping it all the way back and just having my voice and keys and it just being really intimate.
Nice.
But yeah, the BBC introducing gig is on the 2nd of May at the Lower Third. Come through.
Sick.
Sell the tickets.
No, please go for it. This is for this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, shall we play a little tune? Yeah. Have you got anything there?
Yeah, I've got here on the.
Nice. What would you like to play?
I've sent you 2, I think. I've got Crown, Better Days and Crown. Which one would you want to hear first?
We didn't talk about Crown yet. So do you wanna say a little bit about it? How was the process and what is the influence?
Crown is a self-love song. It's empowering. So the EP is How I Love Me. And it's all about giving myself grace and just like being easy on myself. So there's some emotional music in there and like sad songs, but at the end it's always like, it's okay. Even with Better Days, it's like a bit sad, but it's like a nostalgic kind of bop that you're kind of going through it. So with Crown, it's similar vein. Like I've obviously been through a lot, but I'm putting on my crown and it's like all of our crowns. We can wear it together. So yeah.
Sick. No, I'm totally on that.
Yeah.
It's like real, it's sad, life is difficult, but we're here with optimism.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a very optimistic person. I think that is, people are like, how? Because I've been through a lot and they're like, how? And I don't know, maybe naivety, but also just good vibes. Just good vibes.
Are you, when were you born? I'm not the person that asks this kind of thing.
What am I like? What star sign?
Yeah, are you Cancer or something?
No, I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
Virgos unite. What about you?
I'm Cancer. Yeah.
Cancer.
Yeah.
You're thinking you're like me.
I'm like, no, just too many shit. You got it. You say something. No,
I'll go for them.
What? Go for it.
The format that she shared is a way, but it doesn't read here on this.
Oh.
I do somewhere.
I can play one tune there, maybe then we can.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good.
Cool.
Sounds perfecto.
Big
some music and then we back in.
Yeah, cool.
Let's go.
We're gonna play some tunes and we're back. Thanks for being here. Big up.
Pra sempre não, pra todos não, não quero ver nem mais sentir. Cabe a razão de cada ter sua visão. Sem contenção, só na emoção, pra ser feliz sem resistir. De puro não pra explicar essa tua intenção. Mas sem contenção de emoção. Sem contenção, sem contenção. Sem contenção de emoção. Sem contenção, sem contenção. Pra sempre não, pra todos não, não quero ver nem mais sentir. Cabe a razão de cada ter sua visão. Só com a canção, sem coração, mantendo o tempo sem sentir. Sendo uma pura ilusão, só viver de emoção. Mas sem contenção de emoção. Sem contenção, sem contenção. Sem contenção de emoção. Sem contenção, sem pra sempre não, pra todos não quero ver nem mais sentir. Cabe a razão de cada ter sua visão. Só com a canção, sem coração, mantendo o tempo sem sentir. Sendo uma pura ilusão, só viver de emoção. Mas sem contenção de emoção. Sem contenção, sem contenção. Sem contenção de emoção. Sem contenção, sem contenção. Para fugir e seguir como um rio, como uma pedra que divide o rio. Me diga coisas bonitas. O nosso amor não vai olhar para trás, desencantar, nem ser tema de livro. A vida inteira eu quis um verso simples pra transformar o que eu digo. Rimas fáceis, calafrios. Fura o dedo, faz um pacto comigo. Num segundo teu, no meu. Por um segundo mais feliz. O nosso amor não vai olhar para trás, desencantar, nem ser tema de livro. A vida inteira eu quis um verso simples pra transformar o que eu digo. Rimas fáceis, calafrios. Fura o dedo, faz um pacto comigo. Num segundo teu, no meu. Por um segundo mais feliz. O nosso amor não vai parar de rolar, de fugir e seguir como um rio, como uma pedra que divide o rio. Me diga coisas bonitas. Rimas fáceis, calafrios. Fura o dedo, faz um pacto comigo. Num segundo teu, no meu. Por um segundo mais feliz. Tem quem tem, não tem quem tem, não tem. De vez em quando tem. De vez em quando vem. De vez em quando tem. De vez em quando tem você. De vez em quando vem. De vez em quando alegre que ser triste, alegria é melhor coisa que existe, é assim como a luz no coração. Mas pra fazer um samba com beleza é preciso um bocado de tristeza, é preciso um bocado de tristeza, senão não se faz um samba, não. Fazer samba não é contar piada, e quem faz samba assim não é de nada. O bom samba é uma forma de oração. Porque o samba é a tristeza que balance, a tristeza tem sempre uma esperança, a tristeza tem sempre uma esperança de um dia não ser mais triste, não. Põe um pouco de amor numa cadência e vai ver que ninguém no mundo vence a beleza que tem um samba, não. Porque o samba nasceu lá na Bahia, se hoje ele é branco na poesia, se hoje ele é branco na poesia, ele é negro demais no coração. É melhor ser alegre que ser triste, alegria é a melhor coisa que existe, é assim como a luz no coração. Põe um pouco de amor numa cadência, vai ver que ninguém no mundo vence a beleza que tem um samba, não.
One, two.
Porque o samba nasceu lá na Bahia, se hoje ele é branco na poesia, se hoje ele é branco na poesia, ele é negro demais no coração.
Yes, BMC Radio. So we live here again, still. And while we were trying to play her tunes, we're listening some Bebel Gilberto, and this one is, in specific, is a beautiful tune written by Vinicius de Moraes, Samba da Benção, and yeah, beautiful one. So we're gonna come back now with more interview, Leo, Elsa, and then, let's get it.
We're back.
Hello.
If you want to listen to the tunes, you're gonna have to go on her socials, on your favorite streaming platform, YouTube to watch her videos and all of that. Yeah, directed by her.
Yep.
Self. Yeah.
Yep.
How was it? Tell me the ideas to do these music videos. Like when you were writing the song first time, you could already see images of it.
Yeah.
Or how was it? Or,
yeah. I think when I'm writing, I always do kind of picture visuals, whether it's just like a little image or it's a whole story. I do often visualize it. I'm a very visual person. I've got a very vivid imagination. So I think, what I do when I was trying to direct Fall, I listened to it with my eyes closed again and again, and then if I really have like a strong image, it would come to me. I'd just write it down, and I'd go through kind of and put timestamps on what I could see there. It's like storyboarding, so you just get an image. It's actually a lot more complicated than you like. It's a lot more complicated than I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was originally. I think because my first music video, I had a team, and I was very lucky. My sister's ex-boyfriend, weirdly, directed the whole thing. Yeah. And then for the second video, I was like, I can do that. And then it was harder than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I think I just visualize it. I'm a very visual person. I imagine. I've got a great imagination, I think. That's what I like about myself. So,
and also the money that goes into it, isn't it?
It's expensive.
Yeah.
And we are broke.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Yeah. So how did you manage that? Did you get funding? Did you save some money?
I saved.
And you tried to do a low budget.
Well,
DIY.
The last two, so my first video, I saved a lot. I wanted to come in with a bang. I was like, cool, we're going to spend some money on this music video. We're going to spend some money on the mix and the master. We're going to get a good track out. Yeah. Did it. Very expensive. I don't regret it at all, but I was like, I could have tried and got it a bit cheaper. Like, I went really out, like fully out there.
Nice, but that's dope that you also like trust it.
Yeah.
So you double down.
Yeah. But
that. Yeah,
the following two were much cheaper. I was like, okay, we're doing DIY. We're doing cheapest you can get for like a good camera, cool, get a crew involved. And they were so much cheaper and they were great. And I'm really proud of them. But because this EP is like a 5-track project, I probably won't be doing a music video. I've planned a whole music video for Crown and it's so beautiful. But I just don't know if I can fund it, which is sad, but it happens, independent musician and all that jazz.
Yeah. And how about applying for fundings and, the whole thing?
Yeah, I have done.
You have done before, yeah?
I've done once recently, and I'm in the last 20 applicants, so that's fun. I'm just waiting to hear back. I don't want to like jinx it. I want to manifest it, but without kind of kind of hoping too hard. But I hopefully will. And I know PRS is really good. PRS Foundation. I've never applied. Me and deadlines don't go well. If I see a deadline, I'm missing it. so I will try. Yeah. I need someone to be on my case about it because I just applying for things is just like, why am I doing this? I want to be outside. I think it's obviously a really good opportunity. Funding, free money. Who doesn't love free money? So I will do it. Yeah, exactly. We love free money. So I think if I am to do a music video, hopefully it will be through a source of like creative funding in some way or another. That would really help a girl out.
100%. So tell me about this EP. So how it came to be? Which song's gonna be on it? And
I'm really excited about it. I'm not gonna lie. It's my debut EP, so I've never released a project. There's Better Days, the second track of the EP was the 5th single I've ever released in my life. So it's all new to me. The project came about really spontaneously. I knew I wanted to tell a story and I knew I wanted it to be, because I had so much sad, kind of painful, honest music. I was like, knowing that isn't my core, like my baseline, who I am. I'm not a sad gal. Like I'm an emotional woman, but I'm not. I love life and I love like a lot of things about it. So I wanted to make a project that kind of goes through the pain, that shows that it's like dips, ebbs and flows. It's literally about like just being patient with yourself and like showing yourself love, but also being real and honest and like accepting that life is hard sometimes. So it's 5 tracks, 2 of which are already out. So Crown was the first, Better Days. The next one is one of the sadder ones, which is No Harm, a song about kind of, I wrote it at a time I was letting everyone down. I felt a bit like a disappointment, and it's just I don't mean any harm, but I'm clearly harming you. And then they've got 2 other tracks which aren't going to be released until the project drops, so exclusive little babies. One that's called Fairy Tale, which I wrote in Brighton, off my face. But it was like in a good moment. It was like, I am free. This is my fairy tale. Like I've designed this life for myself. And then the other one, yes, the clicks, yes. And then the other one is
I designed this life for myself. Wow, thought on it. You could get a tattoo of it.
I might get a tattoo. I have got tattoos of my songs before. I've got a song called Lover, and it was one of my I got that tattooed on me. Yeah. So I'm just I'm tatted up. I've got a lot of tattoos under these clothes. Yeah, and I don't know how I even got there. But no, the last track is Got Time, which is again a song like You've Got Ages, and my mum's on it, voice noting, saying
nice.
cute. I was like, let's just be really mainstream and get my mum to voice note something really cute on it. It's really cute. So it's like a nice, it's a wholesome, but very real, authentic EP, which I'm very, very excited about.
Dope. That's pretty sick. And the music of it. So you came in with the writing, the lyrics.
Yes.
Do you already have like melodies of it, or that came through with producers or with a band?
So I think they changed. So I've never really done this before. I've always had a beat. I like being in the studio when the music's made because I can say like I like this, I don't like this, more of this kind of. I like co-producing, But I think with this one I'd written all the music years before, and then I came with the full songs, and I was just like, I need to make this. This is like my pride and joy. Like I need to make these songs, and ended up doing it. And it's some of the songs changed, but they're pretty much the same. But the beat has just elevated them so much. So really, Hiltz is the guy who's produced it. Obviously, got a variety of musicians, kind of performing live on it, but. I think, the songs, I had the lyrics, never done it before, I had the lyrics, elevated it so much. It was just, very happy about it, to be honest.
Right.
I'm proud.
Okay, so you have a producer, and he's the one that gathered the musicians and da-da-da.
Yeah. Well, I've reached out to a lot of people. I think if you over time, you just end up meeting loads of people that you can trust and that you really like their music, and getting them in the studio is always just one of like the joys. I love it. Getting like live sax. Always just tickle my ears. But so we kind of just work, we collaborate together
the whole
on
conversation,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's just nice.
Inspires.
I love it. I love meeting people. That's what I mean, community babe. I love making music with people. I think that's just the best way to do it. Like,
it is. It's so quick as well.
Yeah, it's just like, let's go. Let's make something beautiful. And it always works out. And this project, all with one producer who's a babe, who I only met like last year. But we instantly, we were just like, I was like, you're my brother. You are my brother from another mother. I'm really proud of him. How
did you meet him? Who's the guy? Shout out.
He's called Hiltz.
Shout out to Hiltz.
So he's he makes his own music as well. He's a great lyricist, but he's also a great producer. He produces for Lizzie Birchie, a few other amazing artists. He's just an all-round great guy. I was like, I would love if my son grew up to be like you. I remember I said that to him once, and he was like, oh my God. I was like, I'd be proud to be your mother. And it ended up being a bit weird. I was like, I'm not your mother, but I'd be proud of you.
That's pretty cool.
So I think it's really important, the relationships you have with musicians. I think it's really important that they're
100%.
genuine and you really respect each other.
Yeah.
And that's hard to find just in any industry, is like a respectful working relationship. But I found it.
Yeah.
Woo, lucky me.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. I do feel very grateful with this EP. It's been easier than I thought it would.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, mate, that's amazing. Pretty sick.
Yeah.
And do we have a date when the EP is coming out?
We do. I've not actually announced it ever.
Yeah?
It's the...
Wait, do you want to do a little video for that?
Do you want to...
All right, then. You.
On camera.
Yeah, let's get that on camera then.
Okay. So...
If she has a release date for the EP. So what is it?
The EP is coming out on the 14th of June.
Yeah.
I will be doing a launch party on the 12th of June. You're all invited. It will be at Donya. But the EP is coming out in June 14th.
June 14th.
I can't actually do
Summer.
it. Summertime.
Sick.
Yeah, very exciting.
Which day of the week will be in?
I think it's coming out on a Friday.
On a Friday,
but I'm having the launch party on a Wednesday. I want it to be somewhat civilized. I mean, I will be celebrating a lot, so I won't be civilized. But I want it to be I want some industry people down, and my friends, and my family.
Yeah.
So celebrating on a Wednesday, songs out on a Friday.
Nice.
Which I'll be celebrating again. Lots of celebrations in summer. Yeah.
How was it? Yeah. How was it for you to pick up the deadline? Because deadlines, mate.
Yeah, I'm not good with deadlines.
Yeah, like when is it someone helped you and be like, this, or maybe the producers was on maybe that time it will be good.
I kind of just I've done a lot of research. When's the best day to release? I think big labels are pushing releases on Fridays, and that's always it's not always the best day to do because you kind of get lost in the source of all these musicians. But I think for the EP project, I'm fine for a Friday. But the rest of the tracks have been midweek releases. Yeah, I think with deadlines, I'm doing it by this, like, I'm skimming it. I released Better Days a week before it came out. And you're so, like, I put it up, I distributed it. And that's, like, obviously lessening my chances of playlist and all these things. But I'm just like, I'm going to do it as I do it. I can't do it any other way. I'm not good with deadlines. I think, rather than stressing myself out, like, I need this done, I'm just going to do it. If it's not meant to be, it won't be, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's good to have, like, it would be good to finish, like, to be out that day, and then some flexibility around it.
Yeah.
Just so things can move a little bit.
Yeah, structure's important, but I feel like if I beat myself up because I miss a deadline, then I'm just going to forever be, you know.
Yeah, we can get it.
I can, yeah, all the time.
Oh, no, my phone went blank. Okay. So yeah, morning routines and or night routines.
Yeah.
I want to, is a long. There's a lot of things here to unpack. So like songwriting routines.
Yeah.
Also, let's know rituals before a gig.
Oh, interesting. Gigs, I'm very antisocial. So I'm like the most sociable person. I could talk to a lamppost.
Yeah.
I can talk to a wall. But before my gig, I'm like, don't look at me. Don't look at me, please. I think I do get anxious. I get nervous. I want to impress. I get very breathless. And I'm like, I need to, if I'm wasting like all this breath talking to people, trying to calm myself down, trying to distract myself, but it isn't working, then I'm just more stressed. So I do actually just like being alone, looking at the floor. Yeah. Everyone's like, are you all right?
And I'm thinking, meditation type.
Yeah, I'm trying to just come down, into it. Which does help, but I'm only ever feel like okay when I'm off the stage or on the stage, but then I'm off and I'm like, that was fun.
Yeah.
But before a gig, I'm like, oh my God, I do not want to be here. Send me home.
Can I do this?
Yeah, can I do this? I don't want to be a singer anymore. Change my job back to media.
Yeah.
No, I love performing so much, but I always do get these jitters, and I wonder if that will change. It might not.
People say, being researching, you just listen to people like big guys and stuff like that, they always say they're always gonna be there, and if the thing is not there anymore, it kind of loses the so it's like it's excitement, it's all this mixture, isn't it?
There's a lot of emotions. I'm like excitement, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm like
if something goes wrong,
I'm like what? And things seem to go wrong. I have bad luck, technical issues.
That must be one of the questions.
Technical issues go wrong. I've never fallen off stage. I have broken the mic stand.
Have you?
Because I fiddle, so I'm like using the mic stand as like a prop at this point. I'm not swinging it around. I'm not that crazy, but I do use it, and I walk around and it steadies me. Yeah, and I like it just fell off like mid performance, and I just laugh and like kind of walk around, but like you kind of just have to laugh.
Yeah.
If I fell off the stage, I'm not getting back on. I'm like, that's me, goodbye. But
that's a fun one, isn't it?
If I stay on the stage, then I'll continue.
Right.
If I trip over, I'm fine. But if I'm off that stage, I'm not getting back on the stage.
That would be a funny one. I guess it's the same thing, isn't it? You have to laugh about it, right?
You do have to laugh, but I'll be laughing off the stage, crying a little bit, but laugh crying. Yeah.
Mate.
Thank God that hasn't happened.
What else happened like on a stage that you like was funny or some? I don't know.
I always make jokes. I'm always making jokes. I feel like I had in-ears once and I had to attach it to my thong, and it was just like, I'm just like, oh, this is me, like this is what I'm doing. My dress was falling down, like, but in those moments we're all just human beings, so it's like if the audience can see that I'm having a hard time, they're going to be having a hard time. If I'm just like, whatever, this is fine, they'll receive it, and I think the more comfortable I feel, the more comfortable they feel, and vice versa. So I think it's important just to not take it too seriously.
100%.
It means a lot to me, don't get me wrong, but I feel like also I feel people in the room, so if I can feel people are like oh God, uncomfortable, then I'm like, no, that's worse for me. So I'd rather you laugh at me. Laugh at me. I'll just be stupid then.
With me or something.
With me or at me, but as long as you're laughing, it's all good.
100%. Yeah. How about, like, do you have any morning rituals, or where do you prefer to write your stuff?
this is the thing. I write everywhere. I write on my own a lot. And I do want to eventually start collaborating with other writers, but I love writing on my own. I'm like, don't come in here trying to change my lyrics. Don't change my song.
Yeah.
But I do write a lot on my own.
Where? Like
at
in
home,
your house?
At home, on
your
transport.
bed, or...
Transport, I write a lot on the train.
Uh-huh.
Because I think when I'm looking out the window and I'm on my own, I'm like, oh, life, eh?
Windows are cool,
yeah,
isn't it?
windows is the world
yeah.
going past you. I'm always just like, wow, this is getting me thinking.
Yeah.
But solitary anywhere. In a park, a lot of the time in nature, because I'm just inspired by anything and everything, like noises, sounds. Sometimes I come up with the melody first, but most of the time I'll come up with the lyrics and then try and fit it into the song.
It's like a feeling thing,
Yeah.
and then from there you kind of start to open it.
Yeah, it's weird because sometimes I'll be feeling the emotion. The emotion definitely drives the lyrics because I'll be feeling, if I'm really feeling something, I've written a song in 5 minutes. Like if I'm like, this is how I'm feeling, it's so easy to me.
Yeah.
But if I'm feeling a bit numb or I'm feeling a bit tired and I'm like, but I'm in a session and I've got to write a song, I'm like, oh God, really just picking it up out of nowhere. And you kind of have to force it, and I don't enjoy forcing it.
Sure.
So which again is why it's good to have a break.
Yeah.
And go back and you're like, oh, I've got
100%.
lots to say now. I think you've got to live your life to write about it, you know?
Man,
Can't just write about everything, yeah.
Also, just like if you're on a session, just the act of going to the toilet, taking out water, whatever, and then coming back,
100%.
breathe some fresh air. The act of just relaxing, taking a shower.
Take the pressure off. Just little break, little ear break or mind break.
The subconscious just bloop.
100%.
Yeah. How do you have things that trigger your creativity, things like that?
The thing is, whenever I hear music, obviously music's going to trigger it, but I can't, even if I'm hearing someone else rehearse, I'll start singing a song that isn't their song. So it's like, I'll just do a little remix. I think, obviously sounds, any sounds, but really it's just emotion. I'm an emotional, that's kind of what triggers the creativity for me.
Right.
Or like a friend telling me a story.
Right.
Or something if like an ideal, if I was like, oh, I really wish I felt like this, then I'd write about it. Not in a way to
create a fantasy.
Yeah, but just like I write about it.
Yeah.
Draw from my own experiences. But if I want something in my life, I would write about either wanting it or just write about it so it's kind of in its own idea. Yeah, dream thing. Yeah.
I see. Manifestation or
yes, exactly.
Or no, I don't know.
We try.
Yeah,
we try. I don't want to try too hard that I'm like jinxing myself. I used to carry around a stick with me because it's like jinx touch wood, and I had a little I had a stick in my bag when I was like 80.
Really?
I was so weird, but I really believe in like you just don't want to like mess yourself over, but I do think manifestation, it's more just like not even kind of conjuring it up, but just having self-belief is really important. Feel it, heal it, all that good stuff.
I know 100%. Usually I have my crystal with me. My amethyst is not wearing today. I was not gonna be with the hoodie, but I do love it. Yeah, it's nice to have things, isn't it?
Yeah,
or tattoos or something things that reminds you or grounds you.
Yeah, 100%.
What else?
I don't really have any morning rituals.
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person. I think
So you're not morning, yeah?
No, I like getting up.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it.
I like getting up.
I like waking up every day. But I don't really like. I'm more of a morning person now. I used to hate it, but I used to kind of get
You need
out of
like
bed.
a time by yourself.
But I need a moment. I know, because I'm quite loud. I'm like, hello, everybody.
Yeah.
But some people, it's not well received. If I'm woken up gently, like, hi, good morning, or like my alarm is not really aggressive,
Mate.
then I'm like, okay, I can get up today. And I do love having the whole day, and then the evening you can relax. But I am a night owl. Like, I've written some of the best songs I've ever written at 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm not gonna write a song at 9 a.m. It's just not gonna happen. You got to give me the evening and a little cool down time, and then I'll conjure up some lyrics. Yeah. Yeah.
You spoke about the alarm. I literally thought this idea came to my mind the other week, because my alarm is the songs that I've Shazammed. You know?
That's nice.
Yeah. So,
mine's birds.
Birds.
Ding, ding, ding. It's one of the iPhone, like, I'm trying to remember.
Really? Do you wake up with the birds?
Yeah, but it's like, it used to be that like,
nah, that is anxiety.
I've like cried. I've like woken up and been like,
no, mate, that one you don't want to leave. You don't want to wake up.
No.
Or if you wake up, you're already,
I'm angry.
Fuck life.
I'm so sensitive in the morning. I'm so sensitive.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's 1:45.
The DJs, they're here already, so if you want to wrap up 5 minutes.
Right. Is there like I had more questions and stuff, but is there anything else you'd like to say that we haven't covered?
I think I'll just tell people where to find me.
Yeah,
Elsa.
plug yourself.
Always got to plug myself. I'm learning to do that slowly. I always feel a bit like, God,
you
like
gotta do
shove
it.
I shove myself in people's faces now. Listen to me.
Yeah.
My name is Elsa. Elsa.wav on most social media platforms, or at least Elsa.wav or Elsa Wav. And if you go past the Disney Princess Elsa, you will find me, the next best or better thing, because fuck Disney. Yeah.
Last thing, a message for the people.
Yes.
What would like to leave a message to the people?
Be kind, always. Yeah, that's it. Literally, just be kind.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you
for very much.
Thank you for coming here and doing all
appreciate
that.
it. Of course.
Nice
Thank you for having me.
Should we? You wanna play a tune or that's it?
No, we still have.
Yeah. Big up. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Big up BMC, big up Tigas, big up Elsa.
Thank you.
My name is Leo.
Yeah.
Thanks for being you. That's it.
So yeah, thank you so much, guys. We will be back here in 2 weeks' time, and as we are plugging things, of course, on Friday we have the 15th anniversary of Nakama Collective at Grow Hackney. And yeah, it's going to be a big party with Palo Santo Discos all the way from Netherlands, beloved George playing live, and myself playing some records there as well. But for now, let's play a bit more of Brazilian music for you. And
just like this rainstorm, this August stay song, I dream of places far beyond.
Ouvindo a chuva cair, no cinza brilho aqui, fico sozinha, distraída. Mesmo tom, mesmo som, como é bom, tão bom. Just like this rainstorm, this August day sun, passos no mesmo lugar. Não sei há quanto tempo estou a te buscar. Num segundo eu vou, sabendo e percebendo seu sabor. Sem ter medo estou correndo contra o vento sem nenhum rancor. Ando tanto tempo a perguntar por que esperar tanto assim de alguém. Sem saber, sem
BMC Radio. Na calma way. BMC Radio. Na calma way. BMC Radio. BMC Radio. Na calma way. Radio show. Thank you for listening. We're gonna be back next. No, next Tuesday. The Tuesday after. 15 years of Na Calma.